This is W. Devoncraft Esquire, and you are listening to the BS Podcast Network.
Hi, this is Pleakley from Lilo and Stitch, and when I say Pleakley, I mean it's really pathetic 59-year-old Kevin McDonald from the Kids in the Hall, stupid head, and you're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Lee! Woohoo!
Jumbo, everyone!
Harambe!
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast.
They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante San, everyone. You are listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. We are artistic buffs talking about Disney stuff, and this is a show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us. Today, we discuss the recently announced Galactic Starcruiser pricing and experience and whatnot. And look, this isn't your typical polished, practiced Pixie Dust and Disney podcast. We are not in the parks every day trying to tell you the best place from which to purchase a fresh churro.
That's right. We're here to drink, talk some Disney, and hopefully, with a little faith, a little trust, some pixie dust, we'll entertain you too.
How about churro dust? Can we do churro dust instead of pixie
churro
dust? I like churro dust.
All right. Well,
so tasty.
That sounds so good. So you just take that churro dust, chop it up really fine, and just sniff the magic.
Woo! Woo! My name is Kevin. My name is Kevin.
I'm your main ball man, Eli.
And Lee here. And hey, if you want to travel 2x2, I got you.
Nice. And so, guys, look, enough of our jibber jabber. Let's go discuss some halcyon magic. You know that sound means we have some announcements to make. First off, we have our fantasy football leagues firing back up. Football season is around.
Who wants it?
Fire! Ha cha 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 cha!
What is happening?
Our strength is too much.
Too much fire!
Too much power! Too much power!
I got fire in my bunghole.
Too much power!
Yeah, look, we got the free league, the Mohican Fantasy League. If you want to join that and participate, you're more than welcome to join us. And if you want to throw a little money on it, man, and it's not that expensive. I think our dues were like $20 or something like that.
That's nice.
You can join us in Cash Mountain and be part of that league, man.
You compete against us, and you can talk trash against us.
And that's both leagues.
Yeah.
You can either do it free or you can do it for a little money. At the end of the Cash Mountain League, you get a little money if you get up there in the top 3.
Drafts live.
The draft is live. You get to hang out with us, drink, choose your picks, stuff like that.
Talk all your smack. Get all your smack.
Your own private Facebook groups. You can get on there and chat with everybody else in the league, and you can smack it up or whatever you want to do it. Rub it down.
Oh no!
I post some announcements there every week to see who's in like a little leaderboard thing announcement. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
especially if you're into fantasy football. Make sure you reach out to us. A show at magicourway.com if you want to join us. Also, too, we have another announcement. If you want to support the show and elevate that support, you can join us as a Patreon patron.
Yes.
Yeah, we have many levels to address your economic status at this moment in time. So anywhere from $5 all the way up to $100 per month. You could do it, man.
You could do it.
All 5 levels can be found on patreon.com/magicourway.
Keep the magic going, brother.
Yes, and there you can see all the different tiers that we have and all the different benefits that you get. And I want to make sure we thank our first 3 initial supporters. We have Kyle S., Kirk L., and Eric G. Long-time leakers that have written into us that have already subscribed. Man, Eric G coming in. These are our first 3 patrons on Patreon, and they all join at various levels. So there's something there for you, and we'll get those prizes out and benefits out to you guys soon enough.
That's right. Check out that Patreon stuff. There's all kind of stuff. You get comic books. You can come on the show. I mean, like there's all kind of stuff.
Eli at the Golden Oak level.
I talk to you. You on that level. You ain't ready for that level. But if you man enough or woman enough to get on that level, you let me know.
But you prefer man enough.
No, whoever wants to pay enough.
Oh, whoever's paying enough
gets all enough.
Yeah, All the Eli.
All of that. Well, we can talk about
Doesn't
anything.
matter.
We talk about your bills. We can talk about what I did, try to get the comic books.
Right.
So anything. What happens behind the scenes here, whatever you want to know. And trust me, there have been fans that have talked to me before. They're like, man, that was an eye-opening experience. There you go.
That's right.
And they enjoyed it.
That's it. They came back.
All Eli's going to give you his own cell number. You just call him any point in time, night and day.
That's it. What's
like
your
a red
number,
line.
Danny?
Yeah. You'll be like, I had a bad day at work. I want to talk to you real quick. And Eli will listen.
I
Yeah.
will. Look. You put that in, I'll put it that word.
You could be like, you have relationship advice, whether you're a man or woman.
That's right. You need relationship advice. You need Eli to talk to your spouse. And be
Oh,
like,
I'll do that. I've
Yeah.
talked to people's spouse. Danny knows. There's a lot of skills that is not being said on this show that I am very capable of. Yes.
You get that Eli time, man. That's what we're calling it, Eli time. It
You
can be
get
whatever
all
you
that.
want.
It's strong.
At the Golden Oak
It's
level,
strong.
man. So
Right.
look, patreon.com/Magic Our Way. Support us today. Well, here we are again with more recently revealed news regarding the ongoing adventures of the Galactic Starcruiser Halcyon, scheduled to set sail in 2022 for 2-night, quote-unquote, cruises into space. And to clarify, this hotel does not take you into space. Surprise,
What? You
surprise.
sure about that?
I guarantee it.
They ain't no
Spoiler
little-
alert. Come
Yeah,
on.
come on. You
I
know
know.
there's some underground thrusters or something like that.
Thrusters.
Yeah, thrusters.
Speaking of thrusting, you know, I thought about it I was coming across the causeway, the 24-mile bridge that takes me to get to the studio.
You and your wife, getting it on.
And if I could be one of the first people to to bless that room,
Bless.
bless that, sanctify that freshly minted Starcruiser room, I would do it.
Well, amen.
Had I the money,
Yeah, man.
I would christen both the bed and the turlet.
Oh, wow. Double blessing.
Wow.
Just whip out your lightsaber and get to it.
I just really hope then that this hotel does not go into space, because if that's the case, there's going to be too many things floating in the atmosphere when you show up.
Is that Sprite or
Is that a cigar or? Ooh.
you just happen to see me?
No. Oh, no. The galaxy far, far away. Kevin's poop is
That's
messing
right.
it up.
I
boy.
take you into the stars, baby. Wham,
Woo,
boom,
wake
to
up.
the moon.
Thrusters.
As I take that joke all the way back to the black and white days of television.
I love it though. That's why we work so well.
I know.
But think about it like that. What if you and your wife are making love and the Millennium Falcon just happens to just, ride right past you and there's Han and Chewie waving like, what are y'all doing in there? This is a Disney resort. What are y'all doing in there?
It's
Stop
okay. I've got the high ground.
Yeah, I shot first.
She's like, yeah, she did.
What are
Yeah.
you calling scruffy looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did shoot first, mother.
Damn. That's how we got here in the first place.
That's right.
Damn it,
Shot
Kevin.
first 3 times.
You and your float urine.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right, well, yeah, there
Right
you go.
on.
So, look,
I think you just got some guy in an X-Wing just kind of peeking in closer and closer, and you look around and you're like, switches to light speed.
Who did you see that?
a bunch of clones sitting outside my window.
You just like yelling at the pilots, like, shouldn't you be shooting a Death Star or something? Stop watching me make love. Unless
Jamie,
you-
why you keep stopping? I'm sorry, sweetie. I think the Imperial forces are watching us.
Yoda's out there. He's like, slow down, you must. Or shoot first, you will.
Darth Vader's looking like the Force is really strong in that one.
Your girl's all kinky. She's like, force choke me.
Darth Vader's like, oh, no.
Wow, do that no more.
Here's
No.
here's some free green milk.
Meanwhile, the Emperor's like, I'll put some lightning on you like that. Okay.
All right, we're way off base. We're
Yes,
already
we're
off
off
the
base.
rails.
Yes.
All right,
Off
That
the
would be
rails,
cool if
off
this
the
was
rails.
offered. Is any of this offered in the
honeymoon
in the trip?
suite?
Is any of this?
Well, yeah, the suite's offered. The sex is optional.
Always.
Yes. Okay.
And
Always.
consensual. Always consensual.
Should be.
Yes.
As it should.
Not forced.
We love
No,
you.
Never forced.
Never forced.
Never force it.
And look, to give us the details on how this experience will work is our very own travel agent from Magical Moments Vacations, Lee Lastavica. Lee, what new information have you learned recently? Because I feel like we just talked about this a few weeks ago, but what do we know now?
Well, we do know a lot more about the itinerary for your travel. We know a little bit more about some of the dining experiences. And most of all, we have a lot more details on the possible pricing of this experience. And that is probably where we want to start, because that is what is kind of lighting up the internets right now, is the pricing for these adventures.
The hell you say?
Yeah.
Because it's
Halcyon, you say?
Hey, because they're so low.
Yes.
They so
absolutely.
cheap.
It's so low. The internet
low.
is glowing with happiness.
Yeah.
Yes.
So low you can't see it.
Yes,
Yeah, man. Everybody's irie.
Hey,
Yeah.
that is the house y'all. Hey,
Yes.
cheap prices. There you
Yes.
go.
$70 a night. We leave the light on for you.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
and the space experience.
This ain't Motel 6. This is Motel 6,000. Yeah.
So
All right,
everyone's happy.
So let's just get that out of the way first before we talk about any more details.
'Cause that's the
because I think
elephant in the
that's
room, and let's address the elephant.
Yeah.
Eli's date's here?
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta go. See y'all. She treating.
All right. So there are 3 types of cabins that you can choose from, and we're gonna. The pricing that was given to us was the standard cabin rate. Okay, so this is a sample of a standard cabin rate. These are prices that Disney put starting from. So keep that in mind. This is like, hey, you're going on a Tuesday in February. This is probably the price you're going to get. It's going to be a lot different pricing if you want to go Christmas week. Okay. So this is starting from in a sample standard cabin rate. 2 guests for 2 days is $4,809.
Wow.
I was hoping you were saying $48.09. Okay.
That's gonna be dinner for one person. It's gonna be $48.09.
They're gonna eat the other person.
I think that's the cost of your complimentary magic pan.
That's your
Ooh,
sandwich.
48.
Yeah.
That's the cost of your lightsaber. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tauntaun sandwich for $48.
That's a ton of money.
Ton of money. Yeah.
Now, for 3 guests, this pricing is for 2 adults and 1 child. That'll be $5,299.
Dude, does Disney think that people are gonna end up just living in these hotels because they're gonna be homeless?
No, they're going to kick you out after 2 days. 3 days.
Yeah.
This is for how many days?
3 days, 2 nights.
Yeah. Well.
But the 3rd day, they basically put you on a shuttle and say, hey, get out of here.
Yeah. 2 days and then your checkout day. So
Yeah. That's it.
think about it that way.
That's all you get.
This is for 2 days. You pay. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
listening.
And then if you had 4 guests, and for this sample they did 3 adults and 1 child, $5,999. So
$3
$6,000.
and 1 child.
Yeah, 3 adults and 1 child. And then they do have rooms that sleep 5, so that's what I'd be looking at if I went. And so I'm just going to assume to add another, I don't know,
$4,000.
at least another maybe another $700-800 on top of that.
Can I ask you a question? How old is this child, this imaginary child? I mean, is it an infant? Is he 2? And so he's not charged? Or are we talking about a 10-year-old, 11-year-old? No, I guess it would be like 8 and under, right?
Yeah, I would just go by what Disney calls an adult, and that's 10 and up. So if they're 9, then that's a child. So anyone 10 and up is considered an adult. So it doesn't necessarily mean 3 grown adults or 2 grown adults. It could be an actual adult and an 11-year-old or 16-year-old. But anyone 9 and up. Now, again, that's not official, but I don't know why they would differentiate on this from every other hotel that they have. That's what their pricing is for everything else.
Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, my only question is really quick: do in the rooms and where the beds are and stuff, do they levitate or something, or is the pillows levitate?
Depends on how good you are.
Hey!
I'm about to say I paid less and make more.
It depends. If you're the key master and you got a gatekeeper, then that's the only way you can levitate.
I'm just saying, like that's
Let me help Eli. I'm sorry, Eli. Let me help Lee out here a little bit.
Okay.
So, and I'm sure Lee's got this information, but to kind of help answer your question, because I know you're making a joke, but it's a legit question.
Well, I mean, something different has to be there for the cost. I'm just, how I do it, though.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh, depending on the cabin is what you're saying?
I mean, there's got to, yeah. I'm just
Okay.
you asking, like, Dan, you asked about the kid. Like, it wouldn't even matter how old the kid was. The kid may as well just be making tennis shoes at the age of 5.
Well, no.
Gotta chip in.
No. It does matter because, so like for a standard cabin, let's just get through this.
Go ahead.
For a standard cabin, so you're going to get like a pull-out table, a TV with entertainment from your home planet, and a window with a view out into space. Porthole window where you can see, and
You can see space.
yeah, where I'm sure
Space
Star
things
Wars
happen.
type things will be coming by
A lot, I hope.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And that's what they consider the standard cabin, and that's the pricing that we're talking about right now.
Correct. But it says sleeps 4 to 5 passengers. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So you have a queen bed, which could
Two
fit
people.
2
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You got 2 what they call berths. Is that how
Yep.
you pronounce it, Lee? Okay, so you got
Berths.
2 berths,
Which are basically
bunk
bunk
beds.
beds.
And you have a wall pull-down bed for 1 adult. Now, the question is, these bunk beds, a wall pull-down bed for
Yeah,
1 adult.
yeah.
Kind of like what they have at the other resorts
Yeah,
and whatnot.
they have it at
I forgot what
They had
you
it at the
call it.
boardwalk.
Animation,
Yeah,
animation,
animation, they got it.
Murphy
the-
bed.
yeah, the
Murphy bed, thank
thing,
you. Yeah.
They have a bunch of these things.
So the question is, these bunk beds, how big are they? Can they fit an adult?
It says adults.
It says
One
adults.
for 1 adult.
So that's 4 to 5
they've
beds,
gotta
4 to
be-
5 adults.
I mean, you watch that video that they posted, Disney posted, and I mean, I'm sure it looks like, but it looks like the size of like what you'd find on a World War II Navy ship cot in the Navy ship.
I mean, you're tall. You're a tall guy, Danny. You'll be probably having to like maybe bend your legs a little bit to sleep in there. You're not
Don't
going to
I
be able
know
to
it?
just
Yeah, used to
spread
that.
out.
Mhm.
So, but I'm a little bit shorter. I could probably fit easy.
Sure. Yeah, we'll still you right.
Yeah,
up
but
in
they're
there.
not. But we both paying the same thing.
So we're all in agreement. If wherever we do this, Lee and Kevin get the bunk beds.
yes,
We get the
And
bunk beds. Well,
Eli and
yeah.
I get the
We
queen
could-
and the
Queen.
pull down.
I'll be
Yeah.
on top.
Okay.
That's for you and Lee to figure out.
I want
Okay.
the high ground.
You shoot. You shoot first.
Well, just
bro.
remember that hot air rises. So.
Oh. Okay.
And just remember your CPAP machine because I can't sleep with a Rancor in the room.
What? That's what your money's worth?
Yes.
The
So
full
that-
experience.
Yeah.
Just for fun, okay? So I just wanted to kind of make that clear that one standard room, one standard cabin can fit 4 to 5 passengers, is what they called it. So what Lee's saying is these bunk beds should be big enough for adults. So that does mean that if a guy and a girl want to get together, or a guy and a guy want to get together and share that queen bed, there's your 5, right?
Yeah, there's your 5.
That's right.
There's your
That's
5.
exactly right.
Now, the next level up would be, now we haven't gotten pricing on any of this, but just for fun, just for
Right.
conversational sake, you have your Galaxy Class Suite. Galaxy Class Suite. 1 bedroom suite with living space, complete with an integrated seating area. I don't know what an integrated seating area
I'm
is.
guessing it's like a living room or
I'm
something.
like,
Maybe
I think
like
that's
a
all
little-
chairs or
integrated. I'm like,
something.
they took down the signs that said white and, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
White
Yeah,
and
the
others.
sign that said stormtroopers only.
yes, exactly.
Like, I'm paying
wow.
$5. I'm paying $5. I walk wherever I want.
That's
ahead.
human
This
and
one-
alien. Alien only. No, all creatures are welcome at this integrated bar. What is an integrated bar area? Anybody know? It's seating area, whatever you call it.
It seems like something that's like maybe convertible, right? Like, so that area is for seating, but at night, maybe one of the pull-out beds covers it, that kind of thing. That's what I'm imagining in my mind.
Wow.
Well, could it be dual purpose sleeping area? Isn't that a little bit more? Anyway, whatever.
Maybe.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I'm with you because now you got a different issue. But okay, yeah,
I
go
just
ahead.
found that.
But the world is more than just binary, Danny.
I just don't like
you.
I don't like the choice of words. 'cause
I don't
they-
like it either.
They're using cool words, but when Danny's starting to describe it, then it's like, well, wait, that just sounds like a Motel 6, or something
Integrated
like that.
seating area. I'm with you. It just sounds so sterile and again, a seat. I get a living space with an integrated seating area. I want a nice little living place.
No, I hear integrated. I'm thinking it's going to turn to a spaceship or something. Like
Anyway,
that. But go ahead.
We're rambling. But
for it.
okay, so just to make it a little bit better, all the standard cabin amenities that you got, I guess, in the actual bed area itself, plus a double vanity bathroom, a bar area. There's a bar area.
bar area.
Are they going to charge you though for the stuff that they have in the refrigerator?
I bet you they
I'm
will.
sure they
Yeah,
will.
see,
If
they
that
shouldn't.
bar is stocked, it will be charged.
Look, because I can tell you the prices doesn't include alcoholic drinks. It includes food and beverage, but not
Okay.
alcohol. I know that.
But see, now you would be justifying the cost to me if they're like, okay, we got a fully stocked bar. You go wild here, that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
like
but that's
even
nowhere.
a fully stocked bar on any cruise line is not going to be free.
Yeah,
it's not
that's-
gonna be
or
free. Yeah.
well,
It's
no,
not gonna be free.
I understand that, but also these prices that you've described so far, they're
Well,
extraordinary.
let's wait. We have a lot of time to talk about prices. Let's talk about what you get. Then we talk about price.
For the price.
Yes.
Yeah. Now,
I'm
don't
with the
forget
boat.
this room has 2 windows with views out into space.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The first one only has 1 window.
Because you have 2 rooms.
Right. This is what I thought was interesting is that this seems to be a bigger room, right? Because you've got the 2 windows instead of 1, but this only sleeps 4. So you've got the smaller room that you can sleep 5. You've got a bigger room that only sleeps 4.
That's what made me wonder about the birth bed thing. Birth beds, whatever they call
Bertha
it.
beds.
Bunk beds.
Bertha bed.
Burka-turka.
Berka-durka.
That's why I thought maybe it was like for 2 kids. But yeah, it's like I'm with you on that. You got 1 queen bed that could sleep 2. You got 2 pull-down beds that each sleep 1 adult. No bunk beds. So that's 4. So that's what you're missing. You're missing the bunk beds. So the Galaxy class suite, that might be something like we could do, I suppose, and that might work out a little bit better. But yeah,
If two people want to sleep in the queen bed, or you mean you like your family?
yes, that's what I'm talking. I'm sorry, I didn't mean like just us.
Yeah,
I like you guys, but there's boundaries. So anyway, then next up there is the Grand Captain Suite. Now this is like the
Grand Captain Suite.
yes, this is the best of the best.
This is the Swero suite.
Yes, the Swero Suite.
Right.
Is the best of the best of the best?
The Swisher Suite, if you will.
Ah.
This is a 2-bedroom suite with a posh living space. Now, that's better than an integrated seating area, isn't it?
Yes.
A posh living space, complete with integrated seating area, of course. All the standard cabin amenities, a main suite with a double vanity bathroom, a second bathroom with a double vanity I may have
Single vanity.
Yeah, single vanity. I'm sorry. I may have doubled up on that. And then a bar area, 3 window views into space for all 3 areas, and a few extra. And by the way, Galaxy Class Suite said it as well. We didn't touch on this, but they are promising a few extra Star Wars surprises. And now this Grand Captain Suite, this sleeps 8 passengers because you have 2 queen beds, 2 berths, bunk beds, and 2 wall pull-down beds that each sleep 1 adult. So that is the type of accommodations that you get on your journey. We're, for the sake of pricing, are just going to be talking about the standard cabin.
Right. And because that's the only pricing we're given, but
Yes. I want to give you a full view as to exactly what there is beyond what we're talking about. Like, you think what we're talking about now is expensive. There's a suite.
There's
and
more,
a cabin
yeah.
suite. There's a lot more to come. So let's just concentrate on that standard cabin. I just want to give some context.
Good.
right. Yeah, I mean, to me, the Grand Captain Suite is what we would consider at other hotels like a 2-bedroom villa. You know, like where we've stayed before at Old Key West and things like that. So what I'm interested in, and maybe I'll get to a little bit later when we talk about the itinerary and the Rise of the Resistance, is how many of these Grand Captain Suites are there? How many of the regular standard suites are there? Things like that. And how is that going to affect how many people total could stay at this hotel? Because I believe there's 100 rooms total.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, 100 rooms total. So, how many of I can't imagine they're going to have 50 of those be these Galaxy class suites, because who's going to be baller enough to stay there?
Right.
Baller.
The question, so in my mind, is it more like a 2-bedroom villa, or is it more like a grand villa or a presidential suite at the Contemporary? That's what I'm not really too sure on. But just reading the description, it seems more like a 2-bedroom, villa without the washer, dryer, stove, kitchen type situation.
If you're doing laundry after a 2-night trip, something's wrong. And when all your meals are included and everything like that, and that's something we hadn't touched upon yet, but I mean, you don't really need a kitchenette, maybe a coffee pot, but you don't really need a kitchenette when all your meals and everything are included. That's something that we haven't gotten to. So, I mean, yes, in built into the cost of your trip, before we get into our opinions, obviously you have the immersive, interactive entertainment options that
puzzles
come along with, live action role playing upon a
Star Wars filled
role
playing scenario.
But all your dining, with the exception of alcoholic beverages or specialty beverages, which would be like really, those frou-frou drinks that they kind of do for the kids.
Yeah,
Shirley
Temple.
Yeah, right. All that is included. All your Cokes, your Sprites, your waters, your coffees, your regular beverages, and all your food is included in this.
Okay.
And if you guys want to get to that dining, there's also an add-on situation you can do as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a captain's table.
That's right.
Yeah. And that is something that's going to be extra on top of all the dining that you can do. Now there is and I think I missed a note on it, but there is a dining room area for everyone that's included. what is it called? The Starship Slip Ship. What is it called?
The Starship
lost my-
Slip
Starship Slip Ship.
No, it's like the
What is it?
Carillion something or another. The Carillion. I know what you're talking about.
Brilliant Cafe.
The Carillion Cafe. That yes. No, there was like the Sublight Lounge. I remember that.
Sublight Lounge. That's what I'm thinking.
Sublight
All right.
Lounge,
And
okay.
then there was like they do this meal called the Taste Around the Galaxy, and it's in the Carillion something or
Crown
another.
of Corellia dining room.
Thank you.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
No, but this captain's table is like a whole different experience where you can not only just dine with other guests, but also characters from the Star Wars movies. And that is pretty sweet. It's, again, about as immersive as you can ask for. So if you look at the artist rendering, I mean, I don't know if those are actual true characters or they're,
No.
because you got the
never
dub
trust
guy
those.
and all that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you like Alien. Like when you say characters from the movie, you may mean characters of the races
Of the universe.
aliens,
Yeah,
of people, but
Not
not
the actual
exactly
characters,
like
yeah.
you're not eating with Chewbacca.
Right.
But maybe you're eating with a Wookiee. I don't. Well, then again, maybe you are eating with Chewbacca. I don't know.
Generic
No, but
Wookiee.
that makes more
You
sense.
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
instead of eating with we're the ones with the tubes in their heads. A kind of Ahsoka.
Ahsoka people?
Yeah, who would?
Oh, when they got the tails?
yes.
So
Like they showed a bartender that had those same exact things. I can't remember the name.
Togruta.
There you go.
I want. They gonna have the dancer like in Jabba's palace, dancing around.
Oh, man.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound like you were singing the theme song to the Jeffersons. Beans don't burn in the kitchen.
To the captain table. Get up that hill.
I want to see that. I want to
Alderaan pudding.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No. I but the captain was like a blue guy. I don't know what race he is. Could be that. Looked a little bit like the dude.
From the Blue Man Group?
No, the one from
They retired from Universal. They're
It
like,
looked like,
hey, we need a
it looked
job.
like Admiral Thrawn from like the cartoon.
that might
series.
be it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speculate and hold up time. But I mean, point being is like, you're meeting with characters that you have met on the ship that are part of your immersive story. So it's like not character. Remember when we went to Adventurers Club and the adventurers had personality and they would mingle amongst the crowd and they would just sit there and talk to you. This experience, believe it or not, used to be free. It used to be called the Adventurers Club.
Hey,
And I liked it. You would
was
just
nice.
hang out and you would talk to him. Like I remember talking to the butler dude over there. I can't remember his name.
how do you battle?
Yes.
So they figured out a way to capitalize on it.
Well, what do you think that's going to cost? Just wild guess. What would you say?
The captain's table. Eat at the captain's table.
We don't have a number. I'm just asking you guys. What do you think?
$150 a person.
$1.
Okay.
Oh.
This isn't Price is Right, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say like I thought I thought it was gonna be like some thrown out there. We like okay, just to have the
I'll
meals gonna be like.
say $350 a person.
So we gotta do it per person.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
this
thinking.
would be per person. Yeah.
Yeah,
This would be
think
per
of
person.
Yeah, I'm with. Yeah, that's $350 or shoot. They hired it everything. They might just go full 50.
Full
I don't
fit.
know.
They might because I mean, my
that makes
understanding
sense.
is it's almost like a separate menu too.
Yeah,
So,
that-
like, it's not like you're eating what everyone else is eating.
Yeah, that sounds like a more immersive experience. If they get this deep, and I know we've only done the standard room, but like this is not a standard meal.
Here's what I'm going by, and it's an unfair comparison, but here's what I'm going by. If eating with an Imagineer is about $100 and something per person, eating with a fake character,
Gotta
Shouldn't be as
But a
much,
lot,
right.
a lot of them, and you're in space. You're in
Yeah, but
space.
what if Whoopi Goldberg comes out and serves you drinks?
then I'm on the Star Trek house.
Yeah, like, I'll be like, oh shoot,
are
wrong
you doing
franchise. But this is cool. Where's the horror?
Dining? What is... no.
Tell me a joke. And when you're in Jumpin' Jack Flash, I loved you.
Make
did
it
that.
so. What?
What?
Trish?
I don't know. I don't know. Again, any pricing. I did just for fun look up to see what's the price of a meal at Victoria and Albert's because that's one of the most expensive meals. So I got to imagine this is going to be up there with one of the most expensive dining experiences out there.
Ooh, I don't know about that, huh?
You don't think this will be one? It's one of the highest priced hotels experiences out there.
But this isn't necessarily fine dining. No one's getting dressed up. No one's putting on a suit,
maybe.
Well,
It's a burger.
what's a suit in outer space though?
a robe.
Exactly.
A spacesuit.
Yeah, well, then you bought it,
Yeah.
brought it up. But I mean, like, if you looked at the artwork of the table, like the table seemed to be like in the middle of the restaurant. It wasn't like you had your own private room
Okay.
with the
Yeah,
captain.
maybe.
I could be wrong. I could absolutely be
Don't
wrong.
ever trust concept art. You
I'm
know
just
what they
guessing.
do, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're right.
true
about
that.
too. So anyway,
That's what I was just going off of, and that's about $250 a person. So Maybe
You're
we're
going
in
with
that
250.
range.
All right.
Yeah, that's
He's
what
going with 250,
if I had to
yeah.
guess.
I go for 4. I
it-
will go for 4.
This is like Price is Right. Everyone overbid me.
400. I say 400.
$1.
400.
$1.
Yeah.
I say $1.
I'll go 151. Okay, so that's what you get. So your food and beverages are included. Yes, you can upgrade to the captain's table. The next what's included is admission to Disney's Hollywood Studios for your planetary excursion to Batuu,
Of course.
where you get to go ahead and ride. You're guaranteed to ride, not in the lottery system here. You're guaranteed to ride Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and you're guaranteed to ride Rise of the Resistance.
Really?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes. The other thing that is included is valet parking. All right, so you're not paying for parking over there like you're paying $20 a day over at the hotels right now.
That's cool.
And then you get your exclusive Star Wars Starcruiser data band, known in your home planet as a Magic Band. Which some of us are like, well, that's complimentary. Well, as we talked about before, not anymore.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
so like for a character style Magic Band, you're already paying $30. I think the standard was like, what, 20?
20, 10, depending on which
Something like
design
that.
you go for.
Yeah, and for a real basic.
Yes.
So they're building in some amenities. Not much, but some.
So, okay. So or maybe Lee's already got this and getting into this. If you are, I'm sorry. I'm just curious. So for the rides, how are they going to... Are you going to explain later how they do that? How they going to say if you get a specific time, or is it like you just walk
Well, it's
in?
on... Yeah, we can go through the itinerary.
Yeah, we
There
get
is a
through
set
itinerary,
time.
yeah.
All right, sorry.
There
Go
is
ahead.
a sample itinerary, yes, of what you can go ahead and do while you're there. But now that we've kind of given you
All
what
of
you
that.
get,
Yeah.
before we get into the details of what the itinerary would hold, like what you do during which times, because that's going to be a whole separate reaction. Why don't we get into quickly our thoughts on the pricing and if you'd ever do this? Because, I mean, I think we've all been wanting to go there, but you got to get all the information out first. So here we go. So who wants to go first?
This is going to be tough because this can't be a is it worth it conversation, because whether it's worth it or not means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, right? Is it worth it to stay at the Grand Floridian? Is it worth it to go to Cinderella's Royal Table? Is it worth it to do, so those are hard conversations to have. I just know for me personally and my budget, this is a hard sell. And but I'm not also that person that's crying on the internet about why is it so expensive? It's not fair. It is what it is, man. Like, I didn't cry about it when they built the Riviera Hotel and I couldn't afford to stay there. It's like, this is a premium experience, and people that can afford it, and people like me cannot. So what am I going to do? It is what it is. So I think, if I look at that price, right, let's just say $6,000, because most people have 4 people in their family at least, right? So let's just call it $6,000. That if you are a hardcore Star Wars fan, then I think you can do $6,000 for this experience. Me personally, I don't think so. I already had to figure out, like, which kid am I going to take so there's just 2 of us.
That's rough.
Because that's pushing it even, like, with that price. But
So I want to kind of say something to your point there, Lee, but I don't want to really say it, and I want to let these other guys have their say first before unless y'all really don't have anything to say on this, unless y'all just like I'm laying back. I really don't have much.
Now, I was listening to what he said. He had some fair points. I thought as a Star Wars fan, he'd have been like, man, I'll figure this out. I'll whatever. But I hear you as far as the price. Now, how do I put this? So the overall question is, what's the thought as far as that? And I know we haven't talked about
I'm saying,
itinerary.
what do y'all think about the pricing? There's something that Lee said that I kind of wanted to piggyback on.
Okay.
But-
You want to piggyback on it
Just
first? before we
take
get
it.
into
I can piggyback on it.
Yeah,
I just
go
don't
ahead.
want to affect y'all's opinion by what I'm about to
It's already affected.
Oh, no, good.
Too late
I
now.
got it,
It
yeah.
affected it already. Time to go home.
So what I would say to what Lee said, yes, if you're looking at this from the standpoint of a family going to Disney, in the sense that it's me, it's my wife, and it's our 2 kids, this might be too pricey. But I don't look at this as being so much a hotel as kind of like a fantasy baseball camp with elements of, like, if you did a fantasy, like if you know how like the Yankees or Dodgers, they do these fantasy baseball camps and they charge upwards of like $5,000 for you to come out there and you put on the jersey and you play on the field, and it's like you're one of the team, and they bring out these legends and they come out and they show you some tips of the game and stuff like that, and people pay a fortune.
Oh, it's kind of like those rock and roll camps where they get to be a rock and roll star, right?
For a day. For a day,
yeah.
That is what I look at this. I mean, I see people comparing it like, oh, let's look at cruise prices. Yeah, cruise prices if you're going with your family. To me, this isn't necessarily a family style type of thing. Not necessarily. It could be. If your family is this deep into Star Wars, God bless. Yeah, do it and pay the money to do it if you can afford it. And if you can't, well, then, I'm sorry. It works out this way. But to me, this is a once in a lifetime type of experience. People don't complain about paying $5,000 for Super Bowl tickets. People don't complain about spending anywhere from $500 for a ticket to upwards of $2,000 to see the Rolling Stones in concert. People don't complain about spending anywhere from $500 to $1,000 for Broadway tickets. This is that type of experience. There's no place in the world other than Disney where you can get this type of experience, where you're dropped into a story. You're dropped into a Star Wars movie, and you roll with it. Again, I don't look at it like as a vacation with me and my four. I would look at this if the four of us said, you know what, we're grown men. We want to go over there and we want to role play and we want to because come on, kids are going to get tired of this. Kids aren't going to. Kids are not going to play like young kids. Really? I mean, what are they
going to want to go into the parks and ride the ride?
Exactly.
Right.
Like
that's what they want to do.
Yeah, we're in Disney. Okay, so now we're going to go to model shipbuilding, little Timmy. But I want to ride pirates. Sorry. We didn't do pirates.
We're going to learn how to do sabacc.
Like Star Wars. I don't want to play cards. I want to ride Tower of Terror. Tough.
Yeah. The Tower of Terror is you keep talking, put your Tatooine.
That's also part of the equation is that, okay, again, I haven't experienced this myself, but to me, it's like, okay, I'm going to drop the money. I'm going to take my son because of the whole family, he's the biggest Star Wars fan, and I want him to experience it. All right, cool. And then we're going home? No, you're already in Florida. You got to go to, when you leave there, you got to go over and stay at, wherever, Port Orleans for 5 more days and go to the rest of the parks.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
But I'm just saying, like, that's where I'm looking at it from.
No. Again, if you're going with a kid, you have to. If you and your buddies, you've got to be the most ardent Star Wars fan in the world to want this. If your kid's already like, yeah, we're going to Disney, but what else are we going to do besides that Star Wars stuff? You're already taking the wrong person. He can be the biggest Star Wars fan in the world, but you're taking the wrong person if he's like, yeah, we're going to do this once in a lifetime exclusive experience that not too many people are going to do. There's only 100 rooms. It's not like Disney wants everyone to experience this thing. This is for the most passionate, ardent fans in the universe to come and do this in a place that only they can do it. And the mindset, yeah, I get it. Kids are going to be like, yeah, what else are we doing? You're totally right. But that's not why you do it like that, unless you just have so much money that you can afford to do it like that. And you're like, yeah, shut up. We're going to Pirates later. Don't worry. We've got 3 more nights at the Contemporary after this.
Yes, Muffy. Yes. This is but a drop in the
We'll be eating at Narcoossee's afterwards. No,
just be relaxed, son. Relax.
This has to mean something to you. It really has to mean something to you. And if it means something to you and you can find 3 other buddies to go ahead and split a standard cabin and make that work, this isn't that much money. This really is not that much money. I mean, you're talking about, what was it? $1,500 a person at that. If it's $6,000 for 4 people, that's what, $1,500 a person, Lee?
Yeah, I mean, that is actually, let me go back to the actual pricing.
$6,000 for 4 people?
$6,000 for 4 people. You break 6,000
2 nights.
For 2 nights.
2 nights.
Yeah.
That'd be $1,500
per person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be it? So then you
$6,000.
Now subtract the cost of the dining plan, which is like what, $120 a day? That's like $240. Take that off of there because they're including dining in with you.
That's cheaper than going to vacation anywhere else for the week.
Exactly. Take half the cost of what's a park ticket, like standard price,
$100.
$100.
$100.
110. Let's call it 50. Let's say 50. Subtract $50 off the cost of your price of your room. Then now you're down to about what, $600 for the cost of your room. That's right up there with any room that you would get at Grand Floridian, at Polynesian. I'm talking about rack rates before discounts. That's about what you would be paying, and you're not even taking into account the immersive, interactive, the actors and actresses who are going with you and giving you your own storyline. it's not that bad. It's how you look at it and who this is for. And admittedly, I do think it's for a very niche, little, small group of people.
Yes.
But all the complaining about this, like I can't take, all 3 of my kids and do this because it's just too much money. Well, it's not meant for that. I don't think this is what they're going for. And if that's what they're going to end up accepting, it's going to be over time as prices either go down or they have, hey, book with us between this month and that month and we'll take 25% off the price of your
a coupon day.
There you go.
Yeah, well, you got to take a chance to complain on something like this. I mean,
it's just that if you look at this as why am I paying this much to stay at this hotel, then the price will never be right.
Yes,
right.
There's no way that you can justify it. It's not what it is.
Well, I mean, the key factor here is that you got to stay on this hotel. The hotel is your vacation, and if that's the case, like I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not like a diehard Star Wars fan. Like in other words, like I've seen the
You're
original
a fan,
movies.
not a fanatic.
Yeah, I'm not a fanatic, but I'm saying if you're a person that goes to like a convention and stuff like that, you've read all of the books by like whatever, you've seen everything, then this is something that you should try to go ahead and see. Now, I would say this. Me personally, if I have to chuck, my daughter would not go to this. And it's not even because, she likes The Mandalorian, but she would not watch the original Star Wars thing. But that is not a discussion I want to have with her if she has to figure out if she should go or what about this one. Like, it's like, no, this is like $4,000. You got to go or you stay at home and, you watching my house. Like, there's no option.
You're watching
my house.
House sitting.
Your house
sitting.
Yeah, because there's nowhere around it. And so, yeah, I would say I would have high expectations if I was to partake in something like this, and that would scare me personally. That would scare me because if all it was is like, okay, well, you got a hotel and you look out in space and it's just space. Like, well, no, I pay that much. I want lightsaber fight, or not lightsaber fight, but something crazy happening. But I can
see that. I can see that.
Yeah, but I mean, just for the sheer enthusiasm of there being something new, just for the sheer point of it's still an outside IP, and if they know that this kind of stuff will work for a theme, that you would potentially have other themed hotels. I mean, like if this was a Marvel hotel and they were like, hey, look, part of this thing is you go on a battle cruiser, and like part of this is like you get to have Wolverine's closet, you fight Magneto in a danger room, $5,000. Like, like you say with the fancy baseball cap, I cannot turn that down. Like it would be very tough to build up the money to do that, but I'd have no fear of like you wouldn't see me for 3 years because I'd have to work that many jobs to pull up the money. But oh yeah, I mean, if you have an imagination, right, you got to be game to do that. The only thing is does Disney live up to that high level of expectation?
Well, I think they will initially. I think they will right off the bat. Now, whether this gets watered down at some point or they have to dumb it down for whatever reason, then that remains to be seen. But I think they'll nail it out of the gate.
Well, when we get into the itinerary, we'll be able to kind of talk a little bit more about whether or not we feel like they're already dumbing it down now. Because, yeah, in terms of asking, would I do it? No, probably not. Unless I knew a bunch of people who were just psyched to do it and it was all adults. Yeah, my kid's not a strong enough, like you talked about taking Hannah there and stuff. That's not what this is for. This isn't for the casual fan. This isn't like, hey, I'm going to Disney and I don't give a damn about that stupid Avatar movie, but Avatar's there and I hear it's pretty cool. I'm going to go check it out. You have got to know that this is something that like, this is what I want to go see. This is so important to me that I want to make my trip about living this experience. It's not about, hey, they have a Jurassic Park ride at Universal or a Harry Potter thing, and I just, I'm going to check it out. I never read the books, never saw the movie, not a fan, but whatever. It's supposed to be a really great ride, and it's supposed to be a really cool place. No, if you're going, you've got to be, and part of the I think that's part of the reason why this should be so expensive, because you don't want people in there who are like, this is stupid.
We're kind of half-assing it, yeah.
Right. You want people who are there for the experience. I mean, all it's going to take to pluck you right out of that illusion is somebody just being a jerk and just being like, oh.
He's just in a costume.
Right, exactly.
That's not your real head.
Are you really with the rebellion? Are you some community?
Are we really in
theater
space?
Right.
Somebody's going to do that, but the diehard fan may not guarantee that they can afford to do this.
Well,
that's the other trick.
You can afford to do it if you really want it. Again, we talked about this.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you want to sit courtside at the Pelicans game, just like a normal Pelicans game, it's going to be upwards of over $1,000 for a 3-hour game against some who gives a damn team. Not playoff tickets, just a normal Pelicans game. A really cool, once in a lifetime or, extravagant experience that you can't get anywhere else. Yes, those things cost money. Those are the things that you save up for. That's why there's only 100 rooms. If Disney had like a 600-room, 700-room hotel, then yeah, okay, you're right. They got to figure out something else. But
that'd be a transport.
I will say this just from my personal experience, and I didn't think about it till right now. But about 2 years ago, they were doing. A friend of mine was part of some charity, and they were auctioning off different things. And one of the things was that you could meet Stephon Marbury. And I said, well, you know what? Let me just see if I can get this or not. I wasn't trying to go crazy, but I bid $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, because my kid he likes that player, that much. So I said, well, you know what? I said, hopefully, what I said was, I hope I get outbid, but I'll do 1,000. You know what I mean? And I bid it, and I did get outbid. I think like someone did like 1,700 or something like that. But I went for it. I was like, you know what? $1,000. I'll have to sell a lot of Disney vacations to make that up, but maybe this is worth $1,000. And I tried it. And so, and that mindset is the same thing. It's like that for my son to be able to meet him and, be on the court with him and things like that. To me, it was worth $1,000.
Yeah. And if you think there are people, how many people go to the Disney? I mean, people are buying into Disney Vacation Club resorts all the time. Those things are really expensive. You've really got to love Disney in order to be able to go ahead and do that. You're going to have Star Wars fans out there that love it enough that they're just going to have to do this.
Especially if you want a memory of it.
Yes. So I think people are just looking at this all wrong. I think the people who want to do this are people kind of more like us. We're more casual Star Wars fans. Where it's like, yeah, we want to experience it, but we want it to be part of our Disney vacation. You've got to be all in on Star Wars, and this has got to be your vacation in order for this to be something special. And I think that's where a lot of this is coming from. It's the end, because don't get me wrong, I would love to go see this place. I don't know that I could deal with the regimented scheduling that I'm sure we'll get into when we get into the itinerary. I don't know that I could deal with the fact that I can't leave this concrete bunker.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a thing. I don't know if your
at
wife
night,
would.
I just like to go out and I like to wander and I like to take in the sights. I like to walk around the grounds and experience the theming of the hotel, because that's usually the only time you get to enjoy it, because you're always running back and forth in the theme parks.
Yeah, they need to have a VIP experience where you can go on a spacewalk.
That'd be funny.
Out on that, that'd be crazy.
Anti-gravity,
yeah.
It'd be a little awkward just wandering the halls at night. Like, I'd feel like I'm just wandering the halls of like a room. Like, I'm not even sure if there's like a communal area where you really get to. I mean,
no,
most of these
Probably
little
underground sabacc tournaments.
Fighting tournaments and stuff. Sabacc club.
You have to knock on the door a certain way and you get in.
No, if you had to pay that much, and like you said, you can do the itinerary if you want to, and lay that out. So maybe I'll get it better. But if I'm paying that much, that is like, I'm not leaving that place. That's the universe. That means like I don't want it. Like, me, I'll get up at 2 a.m. and I'm up. I don't want to get up at 2 a.m. and then see some dude in ordinary clothes sweeping the carpet.
Exactly.
That's not gonna happen. I want to get up and then see the chick from Jabba the Hutt's palace still dancing. Like,
also, yeah, there's no pool. I was like totally. If there was a pool, like an indoor pool,
that'd
like
be amazing.
Disney's first indoor resort pool.
Yeah,
with this huge window looking out into space. This would go into
alien chicks in bikinis.
In the Leia was wearing the
Leia outfit.
Sold.
I'd be like, guys, come on, let's talk. We can suck it up. $1,500 a man. Come on, we can do it.
Sold. Tell my daughter house sit.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, I understand why they don't have a pool. Again, it's just a 2-day experience. And if you look at this itinerary, which I don't think you have to do everything on it.
I was going to say,
imagine, they're going to make, I don't know how many people are going to fit in this hotel, but I figured I just threw some rough numbers out, right? Let's just say that 10% of your rooms are the ones that sleep 8. Okay. And then you take the other 90 and divide it in half. So those sleep 4, those sleep 5. So 485 guests possibly if this thing is full. And I'm just throwing random ass numbers out there, but if only 10% of your rooms are the ones that sleep 8, that's 80 people.
Mm-hmm.
You going with me? And then the other 45% of the ones that sleep 4, the ones that sleep 5, that's 180. That's 285. So that's 485 people.
Okay.
So
you mean 1,000? Right?
No, it's 100 rooms. Oh, wait a minute.
I was going to say, I'm trying to follow along with your math, but I'm and I'm not good at math.
Not compute.
No, I didn't carry the decimal there.
Yeah. You got some zeros there you got to deal with.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a whole different conversation. 5,000 people can stay at this hotel, possibly? Close to 5,000?
I would think
5,000 like-minded people.
Now, I'm not wearing a mask either during this COVID time. 5,000 people, that's a lot of people. But if I pay that much money, everybody's wearing a cool oxygen tank helmet or something like that.
That's a good question, whether or not you have to wear the mask indoors for all that.
Well, hopefully by spring of next year.
Mm-hmm.
But we said the same thing summer of last year, so, whatever.
I mean, I'm not worried. I'm vaccinated with midichlorian, so I got nothing to worry about.
You part but there are several things in here, and we can get to it when we get to the itinerary that you could easily skip.
You want to just get to the itinerary?
Well, let me answer the question.
I'm sorry, Kev. You're right, Kev.
I'll throw my 2 cents in what
Put your 2 cents in.
All right.
Is that would I want to stay here? Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to experience this for sure. Would I experience my whole family? Hell no.
Exactly.
My kids are not going to enjoy this completely. They want to get to the parks. That would have to be a separate vacation. Would I take my wife? Absolutely. I could see this as a weekend vacation. Me and my wife, we just go off to Star Wars Cruiser and just hang out for a little bit, flying a Friday, leave on a Sunday, get back to work on Monday.
Something
like that.
So that's like a ball.
That's all I could do.
We show up, we out again.
Yeah, that's how we show up, we do our thing, we bounce.
Wait. So you're telling me that you and Val would pay prices just for the two of y'all to have that cabin to yourselves?
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd pay these prices?
I would pay these prices.
There's no Mark Dean in the Bertha bed.
No, there's no Mark Dean in the Bertha bed. But the catch is, can I afford that right now in my financial situation? No. Can I save up for it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can play. Yeah, totally.
If maybe 5 years down the road I finally get a chance to do it, sure. Why? Because it is, to Danny's point, a once in a lifetime experience.
Now, would you want to do it because you're a Star Wars fan? Because I know
I would do it because I'm a Star Wars
before.
Fan. No, that's exactly why I would save up.
Okay, so not because it's a new thing.
No, I mean, I'm a Disney fan. I'm a Star Wars fan. I'd want to experience this just because I know they're going to do a good job with it.
Yes,
they have no choice but to.
They got to,
they've done pretty well with things like this in the past, for sure. And so I'd be curious to see how they do this because I'm not getting any younger, and so I might as well check this out if I can. If my financial, my goal is my financial situation improves in the next couple of years.
We'd be fine. If we split that math like Danny said, you'd save up for that.
I got a question for you. Sure. Then. Okay, so you'd totally do this, just you and your wife, not we
can't go. That's
you and
right.
3 boys that want to go. You and your wife's going to be a thing.
Yes.
Here's my question: does it bother you at all that when you're going to visit, you're not visiting the Star Wars of your youth, you're visiting the new trilogy Star Wars?
Nope.
No, really, it doesn't bother you. Okay.
No, because I've kept up with a lot of those cartoons, I'm probably the only one that's watched the entire Clone series on the show. Mm-hmm. I'm currently watching The Bad Batch, as it goes on. We all watch The Mandalorian, so we know what to expect with that. The new trilogy, we've voiced our opinions on that, but I'm aware of what the story is or what they're trying to do. So I'm aware of the universe, enough. I'm not on the levels of some of our fans that listen to the show. They're extreme Star Wars fans, and will I ever get to that level? Maybe not, but I do like it. I do appreciate it.
But love is love, and you showing love, whether it's new, old, good or bad, you go show the love.
Yeah, and I'm curious because it's this is Disney, and I'm curious to see what they do with this because I can't help but think this is going to lead to other things like this in the future.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Hoping.
You just talked about the future because here's my one issue with this place is I don't know how you have sustained success because it's a once in a lifetime kind of thing, and I think they're going to roll for the first few years.
Sustained success as far as this type of theming for a hotel?
Well, at some point, once you've done it and you've appealed to the most ardent, hardcore Star Wars fans. And these people have to move on with other things in their lives and stuff like that. It's how many times can you go back and relive the same story? Now, I get it. They can change up the story some, but it's not like you can be like, okay, come back. And now instead of dealing with the, new trilogy, now your story revolves around something that's going on with the old trilogy. And we're going to bring in, Han, Luke, Leia.
Yeah, like downloadable content.
Right, because if you're going to Batuu and you're experiencing Rise of the Resistance, unless they're going to redo that entire ride, this is supposed to be part of your experience. So Kylo Ren's always going to be Kylo Ren, Rey's going to be Rey, and all that's good. So you're stuck in that time frame,
that loop, okay.
In that loop. So the stories might change here to there a little bit, one way or the other, but I don't know that you're going to get a lot of repeat business. And so the question then becomes is how long can this thing be around? Because I think it's going to do gangbuster business at first.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing that they don't know. That's the unknown variable. How much fuel do they have to keep the ship going?
Yeah.
With the current iteration of that thing. We don't know how many diehard Star Wars fans would do this.
But at the end of the day, though, if they got to kill it after 5 years or so, what did you lose out on? A lot of big screen TVs? It's not like they did a whole lot of theming and they built a pool and they built topiaries and all this crap for you to see at your hotel. And it's really kind of self-contained. It's only 100 rooms. It's 90% television.
The only other thing I can kind of see happening is if they turn it
community theater actor.
Community theater, yes.
That's where I was going. Unless they turn it into a type of either a convention kind of thing, or if they do something like Robert Kirkman did with The Walking Dead, where he had a cruise and all of the different members of the show, the actual actors of the show, were on the cruise. So you paid however you want. You had to pay, but you were partying with the people you saw on the show.
Sure.
That's the only other step I can see. And that has longevity.
You see that a lot. They do wrestling cruises, all kinds of celebrity cruises that you can
Kiss. They have their own cruise.
Right. Exactly. And Kiss fans go crazy. Now, again, they only do it once a year, as opposed to this is going to be available, I guess, year round. And then, again, we'll see how many. But they've greatly limited the numbers, and so we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see where we're at in 4 and 5 years, but I think Disney's going to make their money off of this.
I'm sure. I definitely think. And not to belabor the point, but I have an idea of what their next step could be if they wanted to bring repeat business back.
Well, please share.
Go.
If it's only a 2-night experience, I could see this totally turning into you've been captured by the Empire or something, or First Order.
First Order.
And this is a 2-night, you have 2 nights to do this escape room, to just get out of the hotel. You're in a brig a luxurious brig, and you got to figure out a way to get off of this ship and escape. It'd be like the first 2-night adventure escape room.
That's pretty cool.
People you got to fight, things you got to solve, things you got to figure out when you stop off in Batuu. Try to get some information, and if you don't at the end, you don't get the little trophy or medal or whatever they would give you.
It'd be funny, the last day, say 30 minutes before you need to leave.
Everybody's scrambling.
Yeah, no. There's your screen shows up and the puzzle master, whatever, you need to get out. So you got to go ahead and click this lock really quick. This is it just tell you how to get out of there.
It's a Jedi Master.
Yeah, Jedi Master.
The Force is telling me you need to enter in the code AEIOU.
No, but what they would do, they'd be like, "Oh, you didn't make it this time. Won't you come back? We'll give you a discounted rate, slightly discounted, discounted,
that thought.
and you can try it again."
Later. I like the thought.
I like your idea, Kevin,
Yeah.
but you could say something. I think it's a bad idea because I think my idea is better.
Oh, that's fine.
Which is that you don't do an escape room, then you go after the Spaceballs community.
No, that
and
is
you
better,
change
yes.
it into
I think that's better,
Spaceball
yes.
1, and now you can go take.
I think that's great.
Insane.
You get to fight Mega Maid.
Yes. When that runs its course, aliens.
Aliens.
You get to go get your face
Sucked
Oh
on.
no, we can get to Family Guy. Something dark side.
There you go. Keep it up.
Yeah, they got to do better than. I hope it's not hey, we're going to play every single movie in one room and not like that. Not something that I could do in my own house. It definitely has to be out the box. Totally.
All right, let's get to the sample itinerary.
Yes, that's probably a good idea.
We've been talking about this long enough. So, Lee, take us through this, man. So, what can we expect on, I don't know, someday?
We're aboard.
Right. You basically have we have one full day. That's your second day. Your first day is kind of like your check-in day. So depending on when you get there, I think what I've read is you can check in any time between 1 and 4 p.m. So, if you're the last guy in at 4 p.m., then you've got like a half day the first day. But you got day 1, that's your check-in day. You got day 2, then you got day 3. Well, just day 3 is basically like breakfast, and then, hey, you're on the launch pad to get out of here.
Yeah, that's kind of like a cruise ship, because like the earlier you get, the more you can experience. And we're looking at the sample tenure. I mean, they got sabacc lessons, so if you want to learn how to play that game.
What's it called? Shuffleboard. They're gonna have shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard. You'll see some. You can get free lunch before all the festivities start. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how it works. Just like you said, like on the cruise line, like you drop off your bags. Maybe you can't go to your room yet, but then you can do stuff around the ship. So it should be the same thing. You should be able to, like you said, grab lunch. There's a ship orientation, some other stuff. So let's just start there. The earliest you can arrive right now is at 1 p.m. So you're going to arrive at the terminal then. And again, you should be there before anywhere between 1 and 4. So when you get there, you can have lunch. You have to take the launch pad to the Starcruiser, though. So I guess this is supposed to be like you are at Disney, but we're going to take you to the Starcruiser.
Yeah, you got to get to the launch area because, I mean, you got to park your car somewhere.
You mean the hydrolators?
The hydrolators, yes.
You've got ship orientation for 30 minutes, 1:45 to 2:15 p.m. Then at that point, you can also do some light refreshments from 3 to 3:30. So they're right there, 2:15, 3 o'clock. There's a 45-minute gap. So I'm imagining you can just have free time and cruise around. I mean, I'm not sure what you do in that meantime, right?
Make out.
That's not a lot of time.
Right. Oh, check into your room.
Find a nook and cranny and get it on.
Well, there's that.
Love the ship.
You've got sabacc lessons from 3:30 to 4. Now, I don't understand this at all, so I'm really interested to see what this truly means, but you've got the muster. So if you've ever been on a cruise, this is a true thing you have to do. You have to muster. Everyone has to go outside on the outside of the ship. They have to try on their life vests. They have to take like a little safety lesson on how to get into the lifeboats in case we need them, that kind of thing. So
you got to learn where to go based upon your room. Yeah,
I'm having ROTC flashbacks when you said mustard, like thinking Reveille.
Mustard.
Okay.
What happens if the Halcyon hits an iceberg, Lee?
I guess you're out.
You got to have the mustard.
You need to know where to go.
Right? Exactly.
So, but I mean, it's interesting that there's actually including a thing called a muster drill on a fake spaceship.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, all right. Well, I guess I want to know what that's going to consist of.
Maybe it comes into play later.
I'm hoping, somebody.
One of the little scenarios happens.
Emergency. Right. One of you is a rebel spy.
Yes.
You got the captain's reception from 4:30 to 5, kind of the same thing on a cruise ship.
Make it so.
Then you got dinner featuring live music from 5:30 to 7. Then you've got a outer rim regala from 7:15 to 7:30. So 15 minutes. What does that even consist of? Yeah, regalia. Then, dun dun dun, you have an unexpected story moment.
Oh my God!
A scheduled.
It's so unexpected. It's been scheduled from 7:30 to 8.
I was gonna say
anything could happen in those 30 minutes.
No, but the time frame is already set.
Oh my God!
No one expects an unexpected story moment.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
This time to this time.
Oh my God!
Completely expect the unexpected.
They never expected Hannibal's elephants.
I can just see excuse me, am I standing in the right place for the unexpected story moment?
Oh, no, sir. You have to say
no, the unexpected story moment is happening 2 cabins down.
But don't expect anything.
No.
But that's when you go to expect what you don't expect.
The unexpected, yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I totally didn't expect that.
That's what we expect you to say.
Yeah. So you got the bridge training from 8 to 8:45.
Oh, wait. You got to tell them like the sample unexpected. Like, I'm sure
that's what I thought he was.
What could unexpectedly probably happen?
Wait, you're going to tell us what to expect unexpectedly?
The unexpected probable.
The probable unexpected maybe might happen, could happen. Unexpected expectation.
This is unexpected sampling.
Well, we don't want to set any expectations here, so consider this
done set. Bar set happen. Low.
Yes.
Okay.
Low bar.
So you might have to prove your mettle to join an elite smuggling ring.
Okay.
You might have to hide a stowaway to help the resistance.
I'll hide a stowaway. How old she is?
In my pants.
I ain't
Does she have ID?
Yeah, we checking that out.
Is she legal?
We've saved stowaways before. Actually, Danny and I did that. Remember, we saved the chick from being hunted by stormtroopers that one time.
Oh yeah, the one in Batu. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She usually has a wall. She hid behind you guys.
Yeah, she hid behind us. So
I like big Batus.
yeah, cannot lie.
That's why they call us Black Spires.
That's it.
That's our tag team wrestling. Black Spires.
And she was black inspired,
That's it. Our finishing move is the outpost. That's
Yes.
what's going on.
as opposed to the inpost.
You don't want the outpost, baby. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's America's post, baby.
It's better than the curved post.
Yeah. This is a straight on post.
Yeah, no, yes.
Yeah.
Not out, but in.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Bridge training from 8 to 8:45. Now,
Wait. That was the only two.
Wait, that's the only story?
That's it. You either prove your mettle by joining an elite smuggling ring, or you hide a stowaway.
Well, those are examples,
That's
I think. It says,
that's
for example,
examples.
you could. That could happen.
Oh.
Those are two things that could happen. That's not everything that could
You know,
happen.
it'd be awesome if you just like walk in there, like, you know, hey, yeah, I have a reservation, and then you just run up to, hey, I'm a stowaway with the Rebel Spy, and they let you like, look, all right, so as part of the story, I gotta sleep in your Bertha bed.
Your Bertha bed.
I could pay you $500
like,
though.
All of a sudden, they're like, what are you? Wait, hold up. Wait, what did you have? It was a guy that slept in a room.
You look at the person and check it like, is that? I was one of the actors like, we don't know who that is.
That wasn't expected.
That really?
I didn't expect that.
I wouldn't take the big. You sure they ain't part of the act?
Oh, you could probably pull that off. with
That's
some of
funny.
these
Yeah, you
people.
could. You could just pretend.
Yeah, like I don't know who that is.
Like you could just walk up to the, excuse me, I'm with the First Order. I need to take your wife, sir.
Oh no! Better yet, they switch you out. You get some contortionist. You put them in like the suitcase, and you put them next to the
Has to
person
be
checking in.
contortionist.
And then like the person goes, "Hey, this is in my bag," and the person unzips themselves and comes out. They're like, "Whoo, thanks, I needed that." Like, I had to
Ocean's
do it.
11. Man.
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Now, look, you're joking, but this is one of the things that they talked about is that the fact that, you know, guests can be in full costume for this experience. They would probably encourage it, you know? Whereas, like, you know, Halloween parties, you're not supposed to, like, really, like, the adults are not supposed to dress up, things like that.
I'll
With
be
this-
the half-naked fat guy that was blue that was crying about the Rancor.
I was gonna say, like, who would you dress up as to go to this? If you had to dress up as somebody, who would you dress up as? To
Leia?
Go to this? Holy, that I'm sorry.
Put that in your
That
pipe
visual-
and smoke it, brother.
I'm about to take that on the shield and throw it. That visual's rough. Holy crap! You gonna show me like, hey,
dance.
what do you think?
Jabba no bother this.
What?
Jabba
Get
no
a chain.
bother.
I'm free. I've seen you in stockings before, so I mean, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that all that was on video.
Oh my God.
Jabba no bother.
No bother, baby. Okay, so Princess
Eli
Leia.
no bother.
I'm bothered now. I don't know what to think now. I was like, that's a fun question. I regret that. I'm so sorry.
But was that unexpected?
It was
That is very
totally.
unexpected.
We did not expect to have that question
That was
asked.
totally an
That
unexpected.
was
story
very
moment.
unexpected.
Unexpected.
That visual should not be
Hey,
expected.
next podcast, can we have an unexpected podcast moment at about 3:53?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, we can
Sure.
start that.
Do that
We
again.
won't because we won't have even started the podcast at 3:53.
I'll tell the stowaway to be here at 3:00.
Yeah, but if we did start it, that would be unexpected.
that would be
unexpected. Unexpected.
But whoever played the podcast after we did it, that would be unexpected.
Unexpected.
All right, so let's just wrap that up. You got bridge training now. I don't know what kind of training you have. 8 to 8:45.
That's a card game.
So are you trained to play card bridge? Or you
Yeah.
trained
Oh, I thought it was like to show you how to pilot a ship.
Yeah,
on
you
the
gotta
bridge.
pilot the
Just a
house
ship.
down.
So,
Yeah.
like, at some point in time, I'm assuming the First Order will attack, and then all of a sudden it's like, we need to go full starboard, or, yeah, we need to, you know, hit light speed or whatever. Something's going to happen.
ludicrous speed.
Punch
Go!
it! Punch it!
Punch it, Chewie.
How do I punch it? Punch it!
Apollo.
I picked a bad day to quit smoking.
Punch it.
I picked a bad day to quit.
That was unexpected.
You're going to wrap up the first day with a special atrium entertainment event from 8:30 to 8:45, which has got to be some kind of like, maybe you're going to see some space battle outside the window or something. That'd be pretty cool. I have no idea.
See, okay. Now,
Atrium Entertainment.
I was gonna say I thought atrium was like an area that was like on like an outside with plants.
I
and
thought it was one of
stuff.
your heart valves or something. I don't know.
That's what I know of an atrium as.
Like a plant?
well, that is
There's
part
an
of your heart.
aorta.
It is part of your heart?
Yeah,
Oh.
an atrium is like a vein or something.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're in Happy Days and Ponzi. Not what was
Ponzi
his name?
scheme.
No,
Ponzi.
Ponzi's going to start singing "Pump Up Your Blood."
Or Sylvester Stallone comes out, Adrian.
I didn't do it. It was.
And that's only the first half day.
I'm just working the
Yeah, we're having fun already.
I didn't do anything.
That was expected.
That's a good King Shark impersonation.
That's a good what?
King Shark impersonation. You know, Sylvester Stallone spoke King Shark in the new Suicide Squad movie.
No, I didn't. I didn't
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
I just watched it yesterday.
It looked goofy as hell.
It was funny. It was funny.
I heard it's good.
Adrian.
I didn't do anything. That's my favorite laugh.
You've been judged.
So this is the first day. You don't really have
First half day.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have a full day. Like I thought you would have the option to show up at like I don't know 9 o'clock at least or something. Like they already cut you. They getting paid.
Right now, 1 o'clock.
These guys are smart.
Well, look, from 10 to 1, I guarantee you they're cleaning the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because of me.
No, ew. Ew, Princess Leia.
They got 2-3 hours to do that?
Oh, it depends on what you had at the atrium. I would bet.
Well,
Good Lord. Bet you had your own Batu happening over there.
that's right.
That's right. I gave birth to a Wookiee. It ain't my fault.
Ain't my fault.
Come on, Lee. Day 2. Come on.
Day 2.
All right, let's go into day 2.
Day 2 at Batu.
Day 2, which right off the bat, breakfast 7 to 8. So what happens if you don't get up at 7? You just out of luck? I don't know. That's interesting.
I would be really ticked off. Like this to me is again a deal breaker. Like there's no pool, and this is so. I should be able to wake up whenever I want to wake up on vacation and still get my butt to Batu.
Yes.
And have breakfast whenever you want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I should have like a 3-hour window to show up for breakfast.
I mean, to be honest, that's what happens on cruises, right? You wake up whenever you want to wake up.
But they have buffets.
And you can go into Castaway Key whenever you want to.
All day.
Yeah, that's what it's there for. You can't go anywhere. That's the point of this.
Yeah.
But I guess you gotta hurry up and eat breakfast so you can get on your shuttle to go ride Rise of the Resistance.
At 8:15 in the morning.
No,
I mean, well, here it is.
Yes.
To be fair, it is a sample itinerary, so maybe this is what this person is planning to do. Who, for all we know, maybe breakfast is longer than that. I hope so.
Oh, you say this is some random person that's like, if I was on this.
Yeah, I'm going to have breakfast for an hour, and then I'm going to catch the shuttle to Batu.
Well, I mean, you say that, but this isn't someone's random itinerary. This is what Disney put together as the itinerary.
You mean you don't have a choice to go on the ride except for 8:15 in the morning? Like that's the only choice you got to get on this impossible ride, as well as eat breakfast at 7?
Looking at this, that seems to be the case, right?
Ooh-wee. Look, you know what? I like the thought of going to another planet and all this other stuff, but making me try to eat breakfast and then forcing me to go on a certain time that's not my choice. If I had to pay $4,000, is out of this world. That's just
Lee, I think this is, I'm looking on the website, and it's called sample itinerary. I don't think this is the itinerary.
Do you think that you could say, hey, I want to have breakfast at 9 o'clock or I want to have breakfast at 10 o'clock?
I see Lee's point in that they have to dispatch people with you to go to Batu, right? Is it possible that maybe you can get a later shuttle to Batu? To Kevin's point, maybe. Where instead of doing all this stuff early, you could maybe do it later, and then next comes, I don't know, lightsaber training or model ship building, whatever the hell.
Also, too, they got to space for all of these hotel guests to get on Rise of Resistance at a certain time.
Right, because you want them all to go together because you don't want to be riding Rise of Resistance.
You don't want to mingle in with the people that aren't on the story.
The plebeians, they call them.
And they beat you. What is this but okay, you rode Resistance, Danny. Is this like I could eat breakfast and get on top of ride?
Oh, yeah. It's not going to make you sick.
Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, so here you go. Start your day off with a unique off-planet breakfast of hot and cold small plates and a variety of beverages, including juices. So probably have an orange juice for you, E. Fresh brewed coffee and Bubo Wamba Family Farms Blue Milk.
Oh, okay, cool.
Bubo.
That should be a breakfast buffet, though.
That's
at least for that
right there.
Yeah.
If it would be, then yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, Tamba Wamba, all that.
Mm-hmm. Chumbawamba.
There it is. I was unexpected.
So do you think, okay, let's just play this out in our minds a little bit. If we thought they're in a full house, there'd be 4,850 guests or whatever. certainly they can't put 4,000 people on Rise of the Resistance in an hour.
What I think they're going to do, they're going to treat it just like the dining rooms on the cruise ship where you have assigned times in which you go. You have your particular rotation, and it's like, all right, if you're with this particular rotation, you do this ride and this hour and this ride and that hour. And other people vice versa and stuff like that.
Do they give you a sense of choice for this kind of stuff?
No, usually in the cruise ship is like whatever rotation they give you is the rotation they give you. So I think you don't have a choice.
No, you got a choice. If you paying $5,000, you got a choice. I mean,
you have a choice not to go.
I get it. You can't randomly pick the time. I understand that, but they should at least be like, look, here are the times. Like a movie, like a movie theater. Like it's 12, it's 8 in the morning, or it's 3 in the afternoon. These are your choices. Like I
think that's what Kevin's saying. He feels there should be like, but maybe you don't have a choice. Maybe you're assigned to a group A, B, or C.
That's what I thought Kevin was saying.
That's what I'm saying is because like on a cruise ship, they don't give you a choice of what dinner rotation. You can recommend like I'd like to have the later rotation, but it's not guaranteed you'll get that rotation.
I mean, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna. The resistance is gonna be me trying to get up for 8:15 in the morning. Is get on the ride.
That bed's gonna be resisting you.
I'm easily gonna resist that. My body naturally resists getting up for 8:15 in the morning just to go to work for 9 o'clock.
Look, I figure they'll figure out a way to accommodate you for sure. I guarantee it.
Okay.
Well, look, Eli. So to Kevin's point, you have the dining room on a cruise ship that you have to be there at 7 o'clock. Now, if you don't show up at 7, they'll still let you in at 7:30, whatever. But if you don't want to do that, then you have the other dining options outside of that.
I apologize,
Lee. You don't have to.
I didn't care about the dining part. I'm not really a breakfast person anyway. But I'm saying like the part where you get on the most impossible ride to get on at Disney at that moment. If my only choice is to be there for 8:15, I mean, of course, if we went as a group, I know one of y'all would like hit me with a stick and be like, "Come on,
we get you up."
Yeah, and I know I would have to do it, but I'm just saying, like, that's a lot.
I'm with you. I am not a fan of this.
Yeah,
this is part of the reason why I think I could afford it, and like I would be curious to see it. But this is another part of the reason why, if this is how it works, and what Kevin says is not true, and this is just what you need to do. That ain't happening.
That's the one snag. Let's get to
the rest of the itinerary. That may put it in a different perspective too, because you're only in Batu for a certain amount of time, according to this itinerary.
It's like 4 hours.
Right, exactly. Now, I do think that they probably want to get you on there early before that breaks down.
Oh wow!
Because they put you on the Rise of the Resistance 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You might not get to ride it.
Well, they need to cut that money back then. That's all.
Well, they're not, because apparently like the shuttle starts at 12:40 or something.
Well, I want a spaceship battle in my double price, Emperor Suite or something. That's what you get.
Just for fun, what happens on Disney Cruise Line or any cruise line if you don't make it back to the ship in time?
They leave without you.
They leave without you. So you're gonna be stuck in regular Disney now. Like you can't get back on the Starcruiser or what?
Gotta bring your passport.
I mean, like, yeah.
Again, that's another reason why I'm sure they want to have everyone together. So they're like, "Hey, Joe, come on, we're getting back on the ship, man."
No, I get it, but I mean, you're not on an island. You're not castaway if you don't.
Yeah, but unlike
show
a cruise ship,
up,
I don't think even if you miss the time to get back, I don't think they're going to keep you from going back to your.
No,
hotel.
I don't think they are either.
Yeah,
in all realistic.
Although thank you for giving me a good idea for an escape plan, Lee. I just
yeah,
go to Epcot,
Mr.
Man.
Eli, you owe too much. Like, I'm just gonna get on this cruise and just go on this island, just never come back. Thank you. All right, no, but
so sometime while you're on Batu, you will have another unexpected story moment. Although this one is labeled a story moment, not even unexpected, but let's just call it unexpected. So maybe you might have to broker a deal or a heist or arrange to steal a ship from the First Order. Anything could happen. But it's going to happen from between 9:30 and 9:50, whatever it is.
Well, that's a lot of pressure for a heist.
Yeah, like I get my heist done in 20 minutes.
Yeah, every heist movie tells you need at least like 2 days of planning.
Exactly.
That. Yeah,
that's where the whole thing falls apart, is the planning stage.
Yeah, I totally watched a movie called Faith Heist, and that was people in the church, and it took them at least 2 hours in a prayer to get their heist done. So I don't know.
In a prayer.
All right, so whatever unexpected thing happens next, you're going to ride Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run from 10 to 10:30, and then you're going to have lunch at Docking Bay 7 from 11:15 to 12:15.
Yeah, to Kevin's point, you can't get 4,000 people through Millennium. Well, maybe I don't know.
No, I really think they're going to do it like the cruise ships, and they're going to rotate people to different hour
gotta
periods.
imagine. I think you're right.
They fast track them, right?
No, I mean, even if they fast track it, I think there's like, somebody, this half of the crew is, people are going to go on Millennium Falcon. This half is going to go have an early lunch. This half is, this half, I made too many halves. These people are going to ride Rise of the Resistance. These people are going to have a story moment, that kind of stuff. I guarantee you they're going to rotate it around like that.
I feel bad for the people in the parks that can't ride Rise of the
That's
Resistance.
what I was going to say.
No, I don't feel bad for them because they have a cheaper.
That's you. You're talking about you. You don't feel bad for you?
Well, I'm trying to get out. I'm here in this episode. I am at bed too. I am doing I paid $4,000. Yes, I paid the $4,000 experience. Whereas a person, like if you have your average Disney vacation, like at least it's just you. Like if it's, how do I put this? If it's Starcruiser B versus Ordinary Vacation B has only paid like what, say $2,000, $3,000 for my own vacation to see this, whereas Starcruiser B has now paid $4,000 to $5,000. Starcruiser B's like, hey, bro, I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you how it is, though, when I'm done. That's steep. That's a steep.
But also
cost.
too, like it's hard enough now to get on Rise of the Resistance. It's hard enough right now.
Right.
Now you're competing with another 4,000 people to get a boarding pass.
But now you're having the people that, as part of your package, like as part of your thing, to say, hey, look, this is what's going to make you special. You get the whole Star Wars experience. You now have this time slated for you to go on this ride. Well, no. I'm sorry, you said no. All right, go ahead. What?
No, I agree. I 100% agree with you that you're paying for that experience. My problem with it is that you're going to make it harder. It's going to be harder now. It's not like a VIP tour where like 2 people get in line in front of you. Like, no big deal. Okay, I can wait while, Mr. Rich Dude gets in front of me on Dumbo. I get it. That's cool.
Yeah, right.
All right, Mr. Rich.
But you're talking like, let's just say you cut it in half. 2,000 people. 2,000 people get in front of me?
Well, maybe what they do is like, remember we did a long, long time ago. We did
Galaxy Far, Far Away.
Galaxy Far, Far episodes far, far back. We did this thing where we talked about all the different people that scammed Disney. They had like, I'm not gonna say that they would put you through like the handicap section per se, but maybe there's a special entrance that you go where you don't piss off the crowd.
But you're still going to slow up everyone else getting on that.
Yeah, but you paid $2,000 extra. Like, if I paid $2,000 extra, this is part of the package. The first thing is this. Like, you know what? Forget about that part. The part where they say you got to get up at this specific time to do this specific ride. That worries me.
Yeah, but to Lee's point, you're only talking about one hotel with 100 rooms, as opposed to every hotel on Disney property, including deluxes, which are comparable to these prices. If you want to get a nice room over at the Contemporary, fireworks, theme park view, whatever.
But sir, the part of this thing here is that the ride comes with the package.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying it does not come with the package.
Well, I'm saying that's the special then.
I'm just saying that I can understand somebody being like, it's hard enough to get on Rise of the Resistance as it is.
Yeah.
And my family is not into the whole idea of immersing ourselves into Star Wars for 2.5 days. But we would like to see Rise of the Resistance. We're spending about $7,000 on our family Disney vacation. How about that? Us.
No, I mean it's very comparable.
Slumming it at the Grand Floridian.
Look, and I'm gonna be a slum. But I mean at the same time, if you go to the club and you're like, oh man, Diamond looks great. If Diamond's only dancing in the VIP room, then look, I'm sorry, you only have 2 choices here. You only wait, you get the VIP room where you get Diamond, or you wait till Diamond goes outside, have a smoke, and then talk to her and hope she dances to you outside on the porch. I mean, like, those are your only 2 choices. This thing is saying specifically, you get on this ride.
I didn't realize strip clubs have porches, but that's cool to know that.
You need to come down here and hang out with me, sir.
I know that. Did you notice?
Did you notice? I don't know who wants to air that one, but hey, I'll definitely do that episode if need be. But no, I guess that's my point, is that, like, okay, it's like, I don't know how you say this, like 1800 Park Fair, right? I mean, like, that's already within an area. So there's a pretty good chance you're going to get breakfast there first before somebody who has to go ahead and, like, ride out to that place. This should be that same type of scenario. I mean, I get what you're saying. What you're saying is not wrong. It's just that don't put that as part of the Star Wars package then. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's got to be part of the Star Wars package because it's the only place that you can really experience.
Right, but you're paying extra.
Well, let me ask this
amenity.
real quick because I can kind of understand how they do Millennium Falcon's run because they have multiple banks of vehicles that
They're tearing each other
so they can
apart.
dedicate a certain amount just for those people. And this isn't happening every day, right? Because it's like every 3 days they'll have a new shuttle of people they have to shove.
This is you. This is you figuring out the solution.
Yeah, I'm figuring this out.
All right.
And so I'm curious, Lee, you mentioned how many people can this at max capacity? How much can the Galaxy?
I think we figured about 4,800.
4,800. Okay, so hourly capacity of according to this website of Rise of the Resistance is 1,300 to 1,700 an hour.
Yeah, I was going to say 1,500.
So over 4 hours, I mean that's. See, I don't understand how they're going to do it with Rise of the
But
Resistance.
it's not like everybody that's in the hotel is going to want to ride Rise of the Resistance.
That's what you're banking on, but they have to accommodate for max capacity, right?
No, that's fair. But,
so
you know,
if you're accommodating for max capacity, then all 4 hours in your morning are filled up. And that's 4 hours of each day that the normal person can't ride it every 3 days.
Okay.
If I'm calculating that right.
Mm-hmm. Sure, because day one it doesn't affect it. It only affects this on day 2. Then skip the third day.
Skip the third day. Skip the first day.
Every other day. It's every other day.
Yeah, every other day.
Because the third day, you're checking out, the new group's checking in.
That's it.
They're on their second day.
That's it right there. That's it right there. Day. You only got 1 day to enjoy that one aspect of this ride and for this amenity.
But
I gotta believe they've got it worked out somehow. You know, I'm sure someone, hopefully, in Disney has thought about this. I'm just trying to make sense of it in my head.
I have way too much faith in Disney.
Yeah.
To be able to figure it out that we all get equally the same experience when Disney is very clear about pay us a little bit more and yes, screw those people. You get whatever you want.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like for either Smuggler's Run is the same capacity. It's about 1,700 per hour. So like for every other day, half of the day of the whatever you call it, the passes to get into those rides are gone for the regular Joe.
Yeah. I would put it like this: if I've paid that and I can't do this to my liking, then there better be a scenario where I get a double-edged lightsaber and I get to fight whatever Jedi or Sith guy I want.
Who'd you fight?
I would fight Luke and Darth Maul.
Ooh,
I would.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you like dying? All right, cool.
Well, I can't go on Rise of the Resistance, so I may as well. My trip is killed.
Just kill yourself.
After the bank says, "Hey, we want this money back," I'm like, "No, I did. They got me." So yeah.
All right.
So let's not belabor the point. Let's move on.
Yeah, move on. Yeah.
So again, Smuggler's Run, lunch at Docking Bay 7, back to the Starcruiser. So you're back on the Starcruiser at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Here you're going to have lightsaber training from 1 to 1:30. Droid racing competitions from 2:30 to 2:50.
I think I can skip that.
Me too.
Build a model ship from 3 to 3:30.
I think I can skip
There's
that.
a toy.
Yeah, I can skip that.
And your Sabak tournament from 4 to 5. Sabak tournament from 4 to 5.
I'm doing that as well.
So while y'all are taking your nap, then the cocktails at 5.
No, that's what I'm curious about. Is like, wait, can I just like go drink and do like other things while this is going on, or is like all like the food and the cocktail lounge, is it all closed?
That is a good question, but
these are
I would hope
family-oriented
it'd be
events, which wouldn't fit for a single person.
I don't care about no RC racer disguised as a droid. Zipping like I'm good.
I'm gonna say yes.
I don't care about droids forged in fire.
Because again, I don't think that this is just a sample itinerary. I don't think this is the itinerary.
You don't think so?
Yeah, so if you wanted to skip model ship and go straight to the cocktails at the lounge, I'm sure you could. If you want to eat early dinner, I'm sure you could do that. If you don't want to leave the Ride of Rides, I'm sure you could do that too.
If somebody wanted to build build a droid or whatever while I was drinking, and then they had them fight each other or something like that, I'd be entertained by that.
Battle bots.
Yeah,
I'll
take
we do
that.
battle bots?
I'm entertained by that.
I want to do battle bots.
I'm intrigued by building a droid drunk. I want to do that.
There you go. Damn, we should be working for these people.
A breathalyzer droid.
the droid got 3 arms.
Eli,
A breathalyzer, when you breathe into it, takes in all the alcohol.
Eli, I saw this fire hose with an axe. Let's put it on a droid, Eli. Let's go get it. We'll win this.
That's it.
Let's go.
We'll go ahead. This is for all the people that can't get on Rise of the Resistance
That's
at
right.
8:15 in the morning.
Anarchy.
It's gone. Because the droid's kicking your ass. You'll
That's
let me
right.
on there when I want to go. Yeah.
The droid of life.
That's right. I think that'd be
Droid of
awesome.
life.
I think that'd be awesome.
Out of debt. Oh, man.
All right, so you got
That's amazing.
cocktails Cocktails is the Sublight Lounge from 5 to 5:30.
I will be there for that.
Then Taste Around the Galaxy dinner, 5:30 to 7.
That sounds interesting.
I would try that too.
Well, no, you got to do the dinner.
You got to do
that's-
taste. Yeah.
So, like, if I can read to you a little bit of the what the dinner special. So, on the second night, the Taste Around the Galaxy showcases courses inspired by the geography and environment of iconic destination planets throughout the galaxy. With the serving of each course, a brief introduction presents the name, inspiration, and ingredients for the dishes. The meal includes group appetizers for the table, a choice of entree, and a specially plated dessert. You can indicate your preference for first or second dinner seating when you book your vacation package.
So there's definitely a different time. There's different times.
Is so cool. To Kevin's point.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
You get your blue milk, green milk, blue milk, green milk, ooh milk, yeah. Suck it down, green milk, ooh, yeah.
Get a taste, get
that
taste of that.
lactose. Lactose.
Milk,
Lactose. Lactose. Yeah. Love it.
Man. I have heard there is an issue with this dining though.
There is an issue with the dining?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Everything.
It goes in but does not come out.
Unless it's in space.
That's my only issue. I'll eat anything, but if it doesn't come out, I'm not eating you.
All you gotta do is hold it for 2 days.
If I gotta take a pill and make you come out, I'm not eating you again.
You just go 2 days and go to Rotterdam, and you'll be fine.
Man, your bowels are especially, trained machine, dude. That thing is you're gonna be a
Kevin's an alien.
Yeah, but there's some things that stop it up, and I'm like, you know what? It's kind of like Vision. It's kind of like Vision with the gum. When he ate the gum. Vision ate the gum and he got all drunk.
Messed up his gears.
Yeah, if I eat the wrong thing, my system would be like, what the hell, dude?
That's like me with raw meat.
I'd be like, dude, I'm sorry. I won't eat that again.
Totally hear you.
Grind your gears.
Yeah.
Grinds my gears.
Your gears.
Stops up my gears, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so what's the issue with the dining? What are you bringing up here?
Oh, because it's served lukewarm.
Damn.
That was Darth Bad.
Misa Bombad.
That was Darth Muy Bob.
So wait, late night. There's a spectacular finale.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I missed something.
You missed the story moment.
Yeah, I need the story moment. Sorry. So forget
Did the
what I
Ewoks
said.
come out or what?
Yeah, they go jump.
Yeah, don't even have fireworks or something.
Yeah, and 3PO goes boom,
boom, boom, boom, big boom,
big boom.
Then the God came out.
And the little baby's like,
oh man, I see baby cry.
So what could happen in this story?
Another unexpected story moment. You might have to put your heist plan into action, or you might have to bring the stolen ship aboard and watch out for the First Order.
What do you mean bring the stolen ship? I got a stolen ship in my pocket?
Like if you got so many points?
We talked about earlier. Yeah, we talked about earlier. You might have to steal a ship from the First Order.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not stealing the ship. I've already got the ship. I got to bring it aboard. Wait,
no, you're just happy to see me.
Oh, good.
That's because you're the Leia outfit.
That's right.
You know why? Because you're the ship.
Hey!
Bring it on home!
In the heist.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Now, I'll tell you what. I didn't notice this before, but your first unexpected story moment is from 7:30 to 8 p.m. The second one, while you're on bat 2, is from 9:30 to 9:50, but this is from 7:30 to 8:45. So this has got to be like the grand finale. It's an hour and 15 minutes.
You must have to be tested on your skills from the past ones or something like that, and then it's a competition.
Where are the bathroom breaks and all these scheduled moments? Like, it was very regimented. Like, when do I go to take a piss?
Oh, wow.
Crazy. Like,
I want to heist the ship, but I got to pee.
Job no bother.
Oh, shoot. Come by and tell Bib Fortuna to help me out.
You had to go take a piss. The resistance is all up now.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Bib Fortuna. Oh, slave Leia, please.
Bib Fortuna, peed on your outfit.
Job no bother.
Can't do it. Help me, please. Oh, man.
So you're going to end this day with a spectacular from 10 to 11.
Spectacular
We're
finale.
talking the end of the night, huh? This is the end of the second night.
This is late night on the Starcruiser.
What's the spectacular?
Wait, it's late night.
They're going to show the Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh, that's beautiful. I was a fan of droids, personally.
Okay,
I still reap that time C-3PO and say, you still my friend.
And that's your day. So, yeah, that's it. Day 2.
No, I thought you were joking with the Christmas special.
I was joking.
It's called the spectacular finale.
Yeah,
I thought Lee had some insight into.
Yeah, I thought he was joking and it coming with the thing. Yeah,
maybe they have fireworks.
The finale is get out of here.
Like they got fireworks on the TV, and then it's.
Then you hang out. They
have a medal ceremony, and Princess Leia comes out.
Then they put all the end credits, the Star Wars end credits, and like it rolls back, and it's like,
and they all have shawarma.
They're like, go to sleep. You're getting out tomorrow. Jump. Yeah.
Jump.
Get on out. We got you $5,000 now.
Papa,
now you can move now.
That's right.
Get the hell on out.
Papa, mama.
Can't do nothing for you.
Spectacular finale.
Got all the money from you.
It's probably going to be like an unexpected spectacular, though, I would guess.
An unexpected spectacular. Okay.
Yeah, unexpected.
All right. So we got it. So all the people that stole away, they come out and then, they get captured.
That's if your kids are still awake at 11 o'clock, I guess.
If you bring your kids.
I ain't bringing my kids.
Not bringing mine.
You're a Han Solo fan. So, I mean, doesn't some of this stuff appeal to you since you are a fan of Han Solo the Smuggler?
No, because they killed him. Screwed him. In this world, Han Solo is dead.
Ouch.
I had a nice, happy ending. Leia and Han lived happily ever after. Luke, they ruined Star Wars for me with this new trilogy, and then they want me to go experience it?
So I'm just saying, like, all the actions involve smuggling and heist and stuff like that. And I think
the heist.
That's not right. But like, there's more to the Star Wars mythos than that. And I think that's the part where I'm like, I want to do a heist. I might want to learn how to get my skills on to, like, fight
to mac on some Togrutas.
Yeah, or like I might want to go to a planet and bounty hunt somebody.
The Crown comes up and says, "I love you."
Yeah, I'd be like, "How much you worth? $15,000?
Yeah.
Ain't no love worth that."
Maybe your unexpected story moment is a romantic thriller.
That's right.
You make love to an unclean Corellian.
And you wake up the next morning to your bunny boiling.
I'm vaccinated with midichlorians. I'm fine.
Midichlorian.
I'm fine. I'm glowing on the inside.
You get that Pfizer midichlorian vaccine.
That's right. I'll be like, "Hey, girl, what up? I don't know what you got, what's burning out, but hey, I ain't never been with no girl with 2 Turks before or whatever. So, hey, that's
2 Turks?
Yeah, I don't know. That's got to be a Star Wars term for something. I don't know.
I like Turks.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of action and a lot of invention, a lot of things that they can have in there. I just wish it was more than heist. Like, heist can be one thing, but, I mean, you're already doing that, right, for Smuggler's Run. I mean, literally, that's what you're doing, and I get that. That's cool, but, I mean, can we have other stuff? Maybe there is other stuff, and we are not privy to it yet.
Well, sure, that could be it. I mean, it's just a sample itinerary.
Yes.
I forgot
I do think this is part of the reason why people are kind of upset with this. It's like, yeah, the price, and they're like, oh, this is crazy. So I think a lot of people have residual Star Wars
resistance.
Thank you. Because, like, this is what we wanted. Like, when we heard there was going to be a Galaxy's Edge, they kept telling us, yeah, and every decision matters. And you go to there, and if you screw up on your Smuggler's Run thing, and you don't get enough credits, and there's a bounty hunter after you. And now to find out that now you got to pay for all this to have that sucks. To find out that there's a restaurant that serves Star Wars food, that's kind of cool, as opposed to this little dinky little counter service cargo bay thing. That's what we wanted. A bar where we could sit down. That's what we all wanted. This is everything that they're talking about is everything that we wanted from Star Wars, even as a casual fan. And it's like, well, you got to pay for it.
More than what you typically had to before the hotel existed.
And if you pay more, you can get some Galaxy's edging.
Yeah, you get edge right up your butt.
Well, you got to do that Galaxy edging. You don't want to let it grow wild.
No, you don't want to go. Yeah, you got to
never go full wood.
Got to trim it.
You got to bring it to the precipice and then just bring it back down.
You got to get that Mandalorian scaper.
Yeah, you got a BB-88 that.
I want that Mandalorian scaping.
I like that. Yes. Like and say, I want the big gun, please.
I want the Brazilian.
I want the BB-8.
I mean, wasn't
the
there
Brazilian Wookiee?
Yeah, that's that should be copyrighted.
That's a funnier image is a Wookiee with a Brazilian.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it'd be like a reverse of a guy.
Like, I didn't know you had that. That's how you generate.
Everything's bare except the privates.
Ooh, that's funny.
That's why they keep the hair.
Bad because he's Wookiee with the hair.
Yeah,
dude. I got you.
Yeah. He looks like a normal Joe.
But we were supposed to go to like in Batu in general. We were supposed to go ahead to the bar. Wasn't it supposed to be that whole level of storytelling and whatnot in there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but they're never there.
They never
Right.
did it.
That's
That's what I'm saying. I can see why people are mad.
Oga no here.
Yeah,
Oga
Oga's Cantina. I mean,
Oga
like,
Nobata.
but that was can I tell you? Because like I'm reminiscing. That's why I love this show. Like everything builds on itself. Like when we talked about Oga's Cantina, like way back before this came out, we would like the fact because they promised that there could be like some storytelling and stuff like that with it. Am I right, or am I just tripping out?
That was
am I in a galaxy far away?
You're right.
When they initially pimped this out, that's what they told us, is that you would go over there and there'd be consequences for all your actions and everything like that. They didn't specify that in order to have that extra element to it, that you had to be staying in a specialized hotel.
That's exactly
And we
it.
were all wondering how the hell are they going to pull this off? Well, we figured it out.
We figured it out. It finally happened. And so I guess that was the point that I was rolling with, is that they tell us one thing, something else spins after they've made it. So I don't know with this what's actual factor we're going to have once it happens and what's not. So,
Can I go around and
question.
just curse in Star Wars? Can I go around saying Banta Pudu all day?
I guess so. I mean,
Banta Pudu.
you're a smuggler. The least they got to worry about is you cursing.
I have Star Wars Tourette's. Banta Pudu.
Star Rats.
I'm just talking Banta Pudu. And whatever curse words I can learn in Star Wars.
That'd be awesome. Like we should find like a person who's really good with makeup and prosthetics and just literally build ourselves up as aliens and then see what people say.
With a bulge.
Like, oh, that's funny. Like some weird guy with 3 eyes with a big bulge in their business.
But like they say, you can dress up like wherever you like. What if I dressed up as Spock?
I'm sure somebody
I have an Enterprise outfit on, and I board the cruise, and this is highly illogical here. Why are we playing Sabak?
I'll be Kirk.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
I don't understand.
What is
this
going
unexpected experience?
Why is this price so high?
Like if they're telling you can dress up like whoever you want to dress up as, like, do I have to be a Star Wars person?
That's a great question, though.
Could I be President Scroob?
Can I go as Star-Lord?
Can I be a
Rocket? There you go.
Can I bring a little scooter and be a droid?
Oh, maybe you could.
Yeah,
You could.
That'd be
You
easy.
can do whatever you want. God bless
like
America.
speed, maybe like what was it?
Oh, like Buck Rogers?
There you go.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You're the Rocketeer.
I could be Rocketeer too, yeah. Wait, I could show up as Cockknocker. Or Darth Balls.
Or Lube Guyballer.
Yes.
It was a Skyballer or Guyballer?
I don't remember. I'll
can't-
show up one of those Kevin Smith
Yes.
characters, man. Yeah.
There you go.
But, right?
Yeah.
You paid $5,000. Dress up as who you need, right? No one should tell you nothing.
I'm Princess Leia.
I could show up as Cockknocker. That'd
That's
be
what-
awesome.
Man, right? I mean, shoot,
Why do they call you
that-
Cockknocker? Well, let me think here. Bow!
Wow.
Avenge me, Hem Knight. That would be awesome.
The options are they're limitless. They really are.
This is worth it now.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to have your own fun. You have to come in your own. This is almost like a convention on steroids.
Yeah, I mean,
essentially.
I'm kind of hurt that Kevin's just kind of made it known, like, yeah, I ain't going with you guys. I'm going with my wife.
Yeah, I'm kind of hurt too.
Yeah, man, because I thought we all, like, all four of us were just going to...
I'm sure Kirk will take his place.
Oh, you can't replace Kevin, can you?
No, not exactly this level of replacement, but you
Well,
know.
yeah, I mean, I like Kirk. We could have definitely have Kirk, but dang, man, the plumbing ain't going to be the same.
He might be healthy for once. Instead of me stopping it up.
Oh well, you know.
I'm still laughing at that. You know, if Eli's snoring in like a Rancor and Daddy uses the Force to get a pillow and shoves it in his mouth, he's like,
Well, if you were there, I wouldn't be shoving a pillow in his mouth. I'd be shoving you.
oh, okay.
I don't know how to take that.
I'll be the mouth holding it.
You'd be a Sarlacc.
I'll be a Sarlacc. Yeah.
oh my
yeah.
goodness! Yes,
You know, it's
indeed.
funny. I saw Sabak training and I thought it said Sarlacc training at first.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
You gotta like fight, navigate through teeth and stuff.
How to train your Sarlacc.
Yeah,
You have to be the dentist of the Sarlacc.
eat this. Oh wow!
Oh, you have a pet Sarlacc. It's like, hey, this is how you train your Sarlacc. Here's how you break your Sarlacc.
that joke would be like operation. You just go to the 103rd tooth and like.
It's like breaking a horse. It's like this is how you train. This is how you domesticate your Sarlacc.
That'd be a great game. You
And
hit
then you
the wrong
run through,
thing
you
and
go
eat
through
you.
the Starcruiser and you got a pet Sarlacc next to you.
I think we've said it all.
Yeah, we did say it all, man.
I think we've said it all.
Dude, that's awesome. Look, man, we're curious to know what you guys think about this new pricing, these new details that have come up with Galaxy Galactic Starcruiser.
Galactic.
If you want to get in touch with us to share your opinions, we're about to tell you how to do that in just a little bit. Look, guys, if you want to learn more about us and share your opinions about Galactic Starcruiser, magicourway.com is the way to go. There you'll find our social media links, past episodes, and more. Also, if you want to get in touch with us to share your opinions on this proposed itinerary or any other ideas about Galactic Starcruiser, shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com, or you can just call or send us a text message at 1-815-WEEKEND. Yes, I did say text us at 1-815
MOW Weekend
669-4226. And of course, we have a couple of guys to do things outside of the podcast. First of all, we got Eli, does things with comics.
Hey, Rob Liefeld here. Deadpool, Cable, X-Force, Domino, Marvel Comics, Image Comics, all of it. You guys, what is up? Eli Ivory. What a great name. Eli Ivory, comic guru. I'm here to talk about you. I am here to say, check out ivorycomics.com. That's right, you. Check out ivorycomics.com. ivorycomics.com. If you're not doing that, you're missing out. You're missing out. The Savages comic cannot be beat, cannot be surpassed. You need to check it out, experience it for yourself, and you know the story. It's all about the glory. Congrats to you and all the magic that you're making with your Ivory Comics, Eli Ivory, comic book guru. Check out ivorycomics.com, comic book guru, Eli Ivory, the whole package. Deadpool said to. Do it. ivorycomics.com right now. Liefeld out.
That's right. If there was a Rob Liefeld hotel ship, I might go to it if it wasn't $5,000 for sure. Thank you, Rob, for that. And of course, like Rob said,
did I hear that right? You want to ride Liefeld?
I said if you had a hotel, I would go visit it with all
That's
of the
name, Ride Lightfeld?
Rob Liefeld.
Ride Liefeld.
Rob Liefeld. And you know, the funny part is like
it's a whole nother level of fandom.
Maybe he has a Patreon and you can join. And
I've bought a lot of his comics. Be like,
oh,
hey,
did you?
Yeah. And thank you for presenting the book, and thank you for allowing everybody to hear that. And of course, there's the link to this podcast, so you never miss an episode of all the greatness, the grandness, the genius, the madness, the sadness, the stories, the glories, all the different topics that we have on here on Magic Our Way. Always a link, so you never
background
miss
noise too.
Yeah, background noise and hissing and like crickets and all kind of
Cicadas
stuff.
Breathing.
All kind of stuff. Yeah, John Cicada singing the song. All the cicadas.
John Cicada.
You gotta pay some money for a buffet to hear the cicadas. All that. Yeah, again, yeah. Support all the art, support all the creativity, because that's what we keep doing. Facebook.com right there, Eli H. Ivory, as long as you're a real person. How you doing? You're welcome, as long as you're about. Get on out of here. You don't love me. I know what you're about. Project Geisha, another book I work on, has a Facebook page, so check that out, facebook.com/Project Geisha. Instagram, right there, eIvory504. Share the thoughts and the hearts and the likes. And, of course, on Twitter, I can be found at Hancock10166. So if you appreciate the madness, then you're just bringing me the gladness. Thank you very much, and support the show.
And if you want to book a vacation so that you can support not only this show, but Lee's Christmas budget and Girl Power to Cure and anything, you can do it through Lee. Because, if you do this, man, we'll be eternally thankful. So, Lee, tell them how to book this with you, sir.
All right, just give me a call at 832-431-1621. That's 832 Unexpected Expectations. 832-UNEXPCTED Expectations. Email me at lee@magicourway.com. Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com/Lastovica Travel. That's LASTOVICA Travel. What else? Instagram, you got a friend in Lee Travel. TikTok, you got a friend in Lee. And if you do any of that, we'll get you hooked up and booked up with no.
Wookie Brazilian Avica.
Nice. And look, guys, there's so many ways to support the show as a whole, and you can find them all on our website, magicourway.com. Any way in which you can support the show is deeply appreciated.
Deeply.
Also, we want to take a second and thank you for being a loyal listener, and to let you know that all opinions are always welcome in the Magic Hour podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So just to remind you, we have a Patreon, and we also have Fantasy Football firing up. So if you listen to us at the beginning of the show, if you want to be part of that, make sure you get in touch with us so you can be part of that experience and also support the show. And look, we say Kwaherini. So guys, my name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.